Hello and welcome to your Sacred Divine Masculine reading for November or the next 4 weeks whenever you're listening. We all hold masculine energy within us. That's the action energy, the yang energy, the fire energy, protective energy, right? So we're going to tune into that for the next 4 weeks, and we're going to see first what the Scorpio new moon, November 4th, is activating and bringing in for the masculine. What is the Scorpio new moon bringing in? Definitely listen to the Divine Feminine. There's lots of opportunities and doors opening. And also to your all signs for November, because there's more on the 1111 portal and all those, and sacred union as well. Okay, what's coming in is the guardians are with you, shielding you, defending you, and warning you that there may be people and situations, on your path that are not the best for you. So be discerning here. But they're helping clear the way. They're helping protect you as you move forward, okay? But pay attention to the red flags. Be clear on what you want. Be discerning on who you let in, right, to your world and what you let in. It's time to end the cycles that have been gripping you for quite some time, masculines. And what's interesting is this time around, Spirit had me title these readings prior. So your title is, you know what you need to do. It's go time. And that's fascinating because obviously this is the first card I picked, but I wrote down the title before. So you know what you need to do. So Spirit's saying we're sending extra guardians your way so that you can actually move forward. You know what you need to do and you need to do it, basically. And we're with you and we're going to help you. So what's being activated in this 1111 portal during this time? Because we got the 10 right there, ending the cycles, and we got the 1111 portal, right? New beginnings, alignment, destiny feeling. So for you, Divine Masculine, next 4 weeks, and with this 1111 portal, this will carry you through the year, right? What's being activated? Dynamic, things are changing. The frequency of dynamic supports our ability to harmonize between layers and aspects of different origin and frequency. It helps us to put together a reality that is made up of many different elements, both familiar and completely new, with ease, grace, and great joy. And that has something to do with you, with the title. You know what you need to do. It's go time. So you have everything you need. You're using all of the lessons and knowledge that you've gained along the way to turn it into wisdom and open to new opportunities, open to a new path, because I feel like you're going on a new path here. You're really moving forward into new energy, and it feels very dynamic. It feels very powerful in this portal. Big things are changing. Blessed changes. And in the feminine's reading, 555 was on the board. So there are, expect the unexpected type feelings. But this is you, sacred masculines, mind, body, heart, and soul, everything you know spiritually, everything that you've learned, and then opening up this new portal to new things as well, to learning, to always expanding and always growing and learning something new. So there's something new coming your way. And Spirit wants to warn you to not bring any of the lower vibrations, old energy that isn't serving you with you. Be very conscious of what you're feeding your mind, body, heart, and soul, and who you are surrounding yourself with, right? Be very conscious of that, because that has everything to do with things moving forward for you. So I feel like things are synergizing, and it's easier. It's going to be easier now once you move into this new cycle. A lot of happiness, a lot of joy. Feeling good. I feel like newfound vitality. And this is what the Taurus full moon lunar eclipse on November 19th is bringing in for you. Impression versus expression. So this is what the Taurus full moon lunar eclipse wants you to think about. Look at the image here, sacred masculine. I feel like this is that peace, that grace. You're opening up the box to new life, to spreading your wings. Freedom. Wow. There are multiple ways that we receive information from Spirit. It could be in words, images, or feelings. but how we relay or express the information back to the recipient must be carried out with due consideration and utmost care and sensitivity. So even when you're talking to people in life, be sensitive. Think about it before you speak, right? Many mediums are taught that you should always give what you get when delivering a message. In a sense, that's true, but as mediums, we must honor that many people look to us to assist them with their grief and are often still distraught, no matter how much time has passed since their loss. Always remember that while we must be open to any spiritual impression, we are also responsible for conveying a sensitive expression. Okay, so it's being sensitive, it's being loving, it's speaking from the heart space, listening from the heart space. If you get any impressions or you feel energy of other people, or people have lost loved ones or animals, right? It's being sensitive to that. Like, you may know better, right? I feel like you know better. You're like, okay, I'm tough. I can get through this. I understand nobody dies, but people grieve and need to grieve. And it's kind of like being a little more connected to your feminine energy during this time. People pass over, and this could be a gift that you may not realize that you have, that you're connecting with spirit and you can connect with people who've crossed over, right? And perhaps this is something that's been activated. It's very dynamic. You're being protected as you open up to this gift, Divine Masculine. People pass over to the spirit world in a variety of ways, from natural causes, unexpected illnesses, or circumstances. When you give off information, it's a delicate process. For example, if you're impressed with a scene of someone's passing, then you must be sensitive and discerning when you express the information to the sitter. It's possible they could be very emotional as they're still going through the bereavement process. They don't need to relive every detail of the experience again. Communicating that you're aware of a type of passing, and if possible, which area of their body was affected, as well as their relationship to the sitter. It is often enough evidence for the recipient. Be kind and compassionate, as having an inherent sensitive nature is always a great asset for any medium to possess. So I feel like this is you connecting to your feminine energy. And spirit communication is definitely a gift, right? And even when you're consoling people who have lost people, and you kind of like have certain I'm so sorry. Have certain feelings about it, take a little pause. Make sure that you're heart-centered with your communication, right? And this could be someone communicating with you as well. I just recently connected with a friend's mother who passed, and I knew why wasn't maybe the reason why they gave, but that's not something that I need to really say. But also I knew why she stayed too and didn't come back, and of course I expressed that in the mediumship reading in the way that she wanted me to. But it's like sometimes like you need to find the words that are more peaceful in nature when you're communicating with people. It could be about this, about mediumship, or it could be about anything. It's finding that peace within. So there's some kind of shift in communication where before, maybe perhaps masculine, you always felt like you had to defend yourself. I feel like that's why this message is coming out. If it's not resonating with you to like talk to the spirit world, if that's not something that you're, focused on, what this has to do with is maybe perhaps you were always defensive, or someone was always defensive, shielding, guarding, having to defend yourself like you were being attacked, right? Well, if you change things and you speak in a different way and you're more compassionate with yourself and others, then it gives other people an opportunity to open up and be the same with you. So, ask yourself why you feel that defensive energy within you. It might be something that needs to be healed and released, like that bird is being released out of the box, right? I hope that all made sense. I know that was kind of a lot to come out, and but I feel like also when you're communicating with yourself, how are you communicating with yourself, right? These are all messages coming through. So take what makes sense for you. Okay, sacred masculines, what is working to manifest in your life? What can you tell us first, Spirit, before we go into the possible manifestations for the next 4 weeks? What can you tell us more about this shielding and defense and this warning? We want to get a little more clarity for the masculine here for this. Okay. So let's just get them all out. We have the Wheel of Destiny, so learning karma, karmic lessons, right? The karmic wheel. I feel like for you masculines, it's been going backwards for a little while because you've had some battles to fight within yourself, your ego, with other people, but now you're coming to peace. Do you see how it's like Spirit's helping you out here? We're helping you, we're shielding you, you see? The floating swords, that's your spirit guides, the guardians that are with you, helping you make it through this battle so that you can get this wheel turning in a different direction. But I feel like it's kind of been going backwards, but now you're getting it, right? The 5 of Swords to the 6 of Swords is a really good sign. You're on the right path. You're finding the peace. You're releasing yourself. See, sword energy is all about communication, the way you communicate, the way that you allow others to communicate with you. That's this card. That's what's changing. You're releasing yourself from the battle. And when you do that, and when you make that decision, it gives everyone around you that opportunity. And if they don't, they don't. And you fly and you go and you know, if they want to catch up, they have the opportunity. If not, you're moving on. I feel like you're moving on. You're literally moving, finding a calmer mental body, more at peace with the things, realizing it's all part of the plan, and you're ready to get this wheel turning forward. Very focused on your spiritual growth, very focused on changing the way you communicate and really finding your balance here as this masculine is balancing on this boat, right? And we have this Princess of Swords. So this is truth, clarity. This is that communication. I'm telling you, it is a time of communication for sure. So be clear with what you want. This is the Page of Swords, a new idea, a new thought, an epiphany. See the skull with like the crown chakra being highlighted, really leveling up spiritually. It's a dynamic shift that happens. It's not, I feel like it's, you're coming to peace with it, but something happens that's pretty profound. Like someone calls you and tells you something, or you just have this idea, or you're just done. You just wake up one day and you're like, I'm done. I want joy and grace and peace and harmony. And you're like taking your power back here and changing the way you communicate. And then you're communicating. Like it's something about communication. Let's see. A new idea. A way forward. And then look, we get the Temperance, which is balance, healing, reconciliation. There's a beautiful angel with you helping you with this. And this is my divine partner, sacred lover, soulmate, twin flame recognition card. So something about that, perhaps the masculines, you're thinking about, moving forward and communicating with your sacred feminine. But first you have to find the balance within your emotional body, right? The Temperance, and your mental body, the 6 of Swords. That's how you get this wheel turning. So the wheel is by you taking action on yourself and moving forward, expressing yourself, paying attention, ending cycles, right? 10-10. The portal is open to move on, and you're moving towards balance and peace. Exactly what this dynamic card is saying. Yeah, look at that. Balance and peace in the material world, collaboration, an opportunity, being recognized for your work, high quality work here, and being rewarded for it, and feeling, look at that, feeling balanced. Look, I'm balanced. This is incredible. Something changing in the material world, and you're really finding your groove. That's what I feel like. You're really finding your groove. And look what's popped up underneath the deck. They just want me to show you. Yeah, there's a path opening. You're manifesting this kind of very peaceful, easy ride forward. I mean, just wow. This is the path opening up. So there's something new in the material world. We're going to put it back and see what else Spirit has to say about this sacred masculine. But there's some kind of forward movement, definitely finding peace in the mental body and the emotional body, and something shifting, a dynamic shift in the material world that's really going to change things. Okay, what else is working to manifest? Okay, clear way forward. Okay, so look at this, the Prince of Wands. So this is the Knight of Wands, getting clear, focus. What does your heart want? Like really growing, reaching, taking this ace, taking this new spark, taking this path, laser beam focused on your projects. What lights you up, right? Maybe having a lot of like sexual thoughts and desires, because there's like a crown on, you know, the private area there. So I feel like you may be very focused on that, like that desiring to have a partner and share this passion with your partner, but definitely some kind of creative spark. And the Nine of Wands tells me you're almost there. Like this is like this last little bit, and Spirit's with you every step of the way. Okay, you know what you need to do. You know what you need to let go of. You know what direction you need to go. And you got this. You got this. This is overcoming that. Look at, it's exactly what the Five of Swords, being all up in your head. Look, it's like gripping on your head. It's like, no, I got you. You're not going to get me anymore. I got this. So it's like you're almost there. Don't give up. Stay focused on your spiritual growth. Stay focused on overcoming whatever you've been working on. Yeah, healing your heart space. Stay focused on that, because you're really rising up out of the shadows here, getting that higher mind perspective, eagle eye perspective. Light as a feather. Look, opening your heart, healing from this pain. And then the music comes back on. That's interesting, and then goes back off again. Wow, and then comes back on. So there's something about this off and on switch. This, and it's what's really fascinating is look what's on. Look at this, the next card on the mediumship toolbox. Turn on switch. And the music went off and then came back on when I started to talk about rising up, healing the heart space, finally overcoming, finding the peace here, the balance, and turning your spiritual switch on, like your heart on. Like the masculines, you're turning your heart on, like the healing on. It's just so beautiful. Oh my gosh, look at what, okay, so it's kind of a lot, so we're gonna see, but they want me to tell, to show you all. So you're turning it on, and what you're coming into is a time of stability, good health, good fortune, great business ideas, opportunities, growing in wisdom, and mastering, like manifesting and mastering your material world, your physical world. Okay, so that's what you're coming in alignment for once you do rise up, right? And you keep going, and you keep letting go, releasing, healing, and you're really coming to a good spot here. The sun is shining in on your life, giving you clarity, helping you heal, bringing in the abundance, the happiness, the joy, a dynamic shift. Look at this card. That's a dynamic shift. And this is you being in full power in your own energy, divine masculines, the sun. That is you. So, wow, your finances being healed, your health being healed, relationships being healed. And you're strong, you're a warrior, you've learned so much, you're poised and ready and balanced, and you've got this. See, you've got this. Stand up for what you believe in. Choose your battles wisely, right? And this is that Guardians, you got this. You're being protected as you move forward, getting very clear with what you want, and it's love. Opening up to love, manifesting love, a life that you'll love, a path that you'll love, mastering your emotional body here. So, feminines, if you're listening to this and you're thinking of your sacred masculine is coming into balance, has an offer in the material world, an offer of love, is very clear, healed, open heart, passionate. I mean, wow. And wants to celebrate. Come together, like-minded people, happiness, joy. Just so many celebrations coming for you, divine masculines. I'm celebrating your material gains and success, celebrating your good health, celebrating this sacred love connection. Is there anything else you can tell us about this offer, this love, this? Divine Feminine's got the Nine of Swords too. It's time to end this cycle. This is the only thing keeping you, either of you back, is being in your head. Anxiety, stress, sleepless nights, overthinking, overanalyzing, right? That's what you're standing up for. That's this last shadowy battle, right? Is that anxiety. So it's time to end that and move forward. And the Divine Feminine's got a similar card too, of forward movement with the horses. So it's time to move forward. It's time to move on. It's time to make the decision. And once you do that, masculines, you don't look back. So there's forward movement here, and you're not looking back to the past to this. You don't need it anymore. You're ready to go. The sun is shining in, the most positive card on the deck, and the bottom of the deck is justice. Balance of the head and the heart, divine justice, karmic justice, new beginnings, truth being revealed, communication. Yes. So, justice being served to the masculine. That's wonderful. You know what you need to do. So take action, masculines. Take action, whatever that is. And this is a Self-Love Oracle, a newer deck I got. I just want to share with you and see what comes out for you, the sacred masculine, who's ever listening to this. It's really important to love yourself and honor yourself and know that you're worthy. Okay, so again, a 5 for change. So a ritual, astrology, aura, chakra. So something about your astrological chart. And I did mention, don't forget to listen to your all signs, sun, moon, rising, and Venus that I posted. There's going to be extra special messages in there. So something about your chart, something about following that. But we're going to read in the book here. I am a beautiful soul. Yes, you are. Your birth longitude and latitude, or longitude, if I could speak, and latitude reveals much about the areas of human life that you were destined to experience. Your birth mandala is completely unique because it's based on the date, time, and place of your birth. Your birth aligns you with your earth bloodline and a place with a significant connection to the land and potential connections with others so that you can fulfill your dharma. If you have been led to believe that you were simply to be known by the zodiac sun sign you were born under, you have not viewed your whole self nor taken advantage of knowing when planets transit your chart and what this means. So if you feel guided to this, look into someone who is an astrologist, getting your chart read. There's free ones online. And it will tell you a little bit more about yourself. And you may be interested in astrology. It may be something new for you to learn. And I also am getting the message of what's meant for you is written in the stars, and it's all coming together. Every planet and astrological sign plays an influential role in your life. Your north node of the moon will tell you much about your soul's path. Your ascending sign will reveal how you show up in the world, how you are perceived, and how you appear to be. Ooh, that's Scorpio for me. What's yours? And I like that. The position of the planets relative to each other in your chart will affect many other aspects of your life too. Planets can be opposing to one another or complementary and harmonious. If you study them in depth, you will learn much about yourself, and you will be able to fine-tune your life and focus on having the experiences you want, as well as seeing the resolving soul lessons quickly. So the suggested practices: study natural law, including your natal birth chart, and yogic numerology. So if you feel guided to any of that, if you want to dive into your chart a little bit more and understand it a little bit more, reach out to me. I'm not an astrologist, but I do have a good understanding of the basics of the chart, and I do know people that could read and give you an in-depth reading on your astrology chart. But something about that, something about tuning into different aspects of yourself. Like for me, my moon sign is Aquarius. So my feminine energy, the shadows, Aquarius, higher mind thinking, innovator, humanitarian. My sun sign is Virgo. I'm a healer. I am very analytical, right? And my Venus is in Leo. And that I am very passionate about love. Extremely passionate about love in all forms, and I do like beautiful things, and I do like to feel beautiful, and that's all the Venus, goddess of love energy, right? And that fiery Leo energy, and then Scorpio rising. which is the mysteries, the depths, the shadows. So that's how I can resonate. And there's all sorts of things you can look up in your chart. Mars, the planet of action. Where is that placed in your chart? And it will give you a clue. There's so much to learn and so many different ways that you can go with this. So trust your intuition here. And if this is something that you're putting into your practice or your everyday life, I feel like it's really going to help you. And it could be part of your gifts, like me, studying astrology. So move forward towards your destiny. That's what I'm getting from this card. Move forward. Your North Star is leading you towards your destiny. And I'm wishing you all so many blessings.